I'm going to kind of like give you a walkthrough of what I planned with this chateau as I was asking the AI to create it, so you can have an idea of what was going on in my head when I asked for each room individually. Obviously, an entryway would speak for itself. This would be the front area where the house would greet you when you come through the front door. Yes, I zoomed in so we can all see it a little bit better because I'm sure you wanted to see it up close too. Off to the side of the entryway, on the same level, I decided to add like a quick guest room, like a sitting room where, let's say, your visitor is not planning to stay long term, but they came by to give you the latest gossip or to drop something off, and they just wanted to meet and catch up. To be honest with you, when I saw this, I was pretty shocked because what has the AI learned or understands about abandoned mansions that they put a statue in the middle of the stairwell? I didn't get it, but at the same time, I'm intrigued by it. I thought it was interesting, and so of course, I love it. But onto my vision of this room. This would be the room like when you come up from the entryway stairwell, it's the room that greets you. It'd be the guest quarters or the guest area where you would entertain guests that are long term or staying at least overnight. So you would find that every room on this floor would lead to like a guest entertainment area, whether it's a ballroom, it's a bedroom, it's a bathroom, it's something for the guests to enjoy themselves while they're there visiting your home. So the first room you'd probably bring your guests to when they first come visit would be the sitting room. And of course, it needs to have all of the best features to make most grand impression on your guests. So you're gonna have a nice chandelier, you're gonna have great detail, you're gonna have the latest design in the furnishings, you're just gonna have lots of natural sunlight coming in as you sit there and either toast to your guests or at least just entertain them with great conversation. I don't have to introduce this room, so I don't have anything to say about it other than to say I love how the AI makes this look so realistic. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was a real room, but as we all know, it's not a real room. It is AI constructed off of a prompt. I love the little candles sitting here in the bathroom and the wallpaper. It looks like vines, and then there's also vines coming in through the window. I thought that was really cool. I'm not sure what's going on in the back there. I'm guessing that's where the toilet would be. And there's like magazine clippings all over the wall. I'm not too positive what's going on with that. But no matter what, the detail in here is just so incredible. I'm absolutely fascinated and in love with what the AI can do. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to look over this room, and then I'm going to ask you, is this supposed to be like a crime scene? What exactly is happening here? It looks like blood splatter on that bed in the back, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. I didn't ask for that. I simply gave a prompt of a sitting room, and this is what it gave. I'm sorry, not a sitting room, but a dressing room. And this is what it gave, and it's like red splatter all over the back couch. And like, did this turn into a haunted chateau all of a sudden? I don't know. I don't get it. Well, anyway, moving on. This room would be the ballroom where you would entertain your guests with either dancing, music, some kind of celebration, some kind of party. If you watch any kind of period piece, whether it's like Beauty and the Beast or it's Bridgerton, whatever that show's called, you would be familiar with a ballroom. Basically, it's a room where you celebrate, you have parties, invite your guests for dancing and music. Before I introduce this room, which I'm sure we all know what a guest dining hall is, I wanted to take a second to like steel frame this photo and the roof and the walls here. I find it magnificently done. The AI is just so incredible and amazing with what it understands about those abandoned chateaus or mansions and how much detail went into those homes before. And then the AI seems to understand that that's a fact for those kind of homes and adds it to these abandoned mansion requests. I love this grand kitchen so much. I think it's really nice, but I wonder why they put two chandeliers here. And the kitchen itself, like the stove, doesn't seem to match the period timepiece of those chandeliers. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't know enough, but I wouldn't have put that kind of kitchen stove in with those chandeliers. Or did the AI nail it and those two do belong in the same time frame? I don't know. I just don't know enough. On many of the abandoned chateau or mansion walkthroughs that I see on YouTube, there's always like a side room stairwell that leads down into the basement. So I went ahead and added that here too, so we can feel like we just walked out of the kitchen downstairs into the basement. I decided to do this chateau owner as a doctor. And on top of that, I put his office, his psychiatric therapy room, office, whatever you want to call it, down in the basement to give off an even more creepy factor. Back then, the practices for doctors were so controversial, where it's like creepy, it's cool, yet, scary at the same time. So I just wanted to add that here and kind of give a little bit of a chill feel in this video. Hope you enjoy it though. And of course, along with the doctor's office, you also need to have a psychiatric observation room where you have the patient come and stay if they need the observation because they're so out of whack or they're just crazy and psychotic. The doctor needs to keep an eye on them or experiment on them, right? Okay, so again, I don't feel like I need to introduce this room. It speaks for itself. Obviously, you would put your wine here to store it because it's a cooler area. I'm not sure why there's windows in the basement. Like I said basement in the prompt, but it still gives me windows. I find that funny every time. So here we'll pretend like we came to the end of the basement and we'll take these stairs up out of the basement into the garden area where you can enjoy outdoor seating with your guests and look over the garden and the outdoor pool, things of that sort. By the way, from this point on, my puppy has woken up and you might hear some noise in the background, some shuffling, some heavy breathing. That's because my dog is sitting at my feet playing with his bone or whatever it is, the toy that's in his mouth currently. Anyway, here is the pool, patio, and garden seating where your family or your guests or whomever can sit, relax, enjoy the breeze, and look out at the garden and the pool. I specifically asked the AI to create a garden with a pond, and I was pretty surprised to get returned a photo of what looks like an indoor almost garden where it's like inside the pillars, inside of a sunroom area, like greenhouse type thing. So I thought that was interesting, but what's even more fascinating to me is that the next couple of rooms that I asked for looked like they all connected. And it worked out because it looks like you're walking through what appears to be like an outdoor sunroom type area. And at the end of this small kiddie pool, there looks like it's going to be a sunroom. And then next to that, an outdoor tea room, which is also connected to the sunroom. So it looks really unique. It looks really cool. It looks like the kind of place you would have on the side of a chateau. Now, I'm not sure how accurate it would be, but for me personally, if I had a mansion or I had a chateau, I would want to have a personal side for the family that the guests cannot access. Just somewhere I can go and kind of escape to be by myself if I'm overwhelmed with guests. So here you see the kitchen for the personal side of the home. Because this is the family side of the home, there definitely would be an underwhelming aspect to the chateau here. So the dining room is not like grand, and it also mixes in with like the library kind of feel. I love that there's bookshelves here. I didn't ask for it, I didn't set that prompt, but the AI gave it that way, and I just really liked it a lot. So I had to keep this room. I love this dining room. I love the idea that I can grab a book after dinner, go sit down, relax, and read it. Sorry to do this to you. I mean, if you enjoy my talking, but I'm not going to be speaking for the rest of this video because my kids are coming home soon and I know that I won't be able to talk over them and the video will get choppy and there will just be too much going on in the background. So from this moment on, it's pretty self-explanatory. If there is questions, you can ask me in the comments and I will answer those. But yeah, I don't know where my headphones are. I put them down somewhere. I forgot where I put them, so I can't record. Sorry. Happy viewing. Now hold on, I did want to explain this, so I will jump on here real quick to say this. Do you remember I said that this was a doctor's house? So I decided to add in there that there is a birthing room. I thought that would be fun, a little added thing. But I don't know why the AI gave me a bed with like weird metal things on those. I asked for an abandoned birthing room and this is what it gave me. So if you know what that could be and you can tell me, that'd be great. I don't want to think it's turnips because I don't see how that could be. Like, you don't put your feet in there. You just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyways, it's supposed to be a birthing room. He's a doctor, remember? Also, sorry about all the noises and barking of my dog in the background. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching the whole video, and I hope you'll subscribe for any future videos I might post. But I wanted to add a bonus of a like cemetery area because again, this is a doctor and I'm sure he had patients die in his care, or maybe even his wives when they were giving birth or anything like that. So yeah, I wanted to add this just to add a little creepy factor to this again. I don't know, I enjoy this kind of thing. Thought maybe you might too. Now, I really love the way the AI always creates portraits, so I had to use this photo, although I don't know what's at the top of that stairwell there. Is that supposed to be like the bust of the master of the home, like the doctor in this case? I don't know. But it's really unique that he put something like the AI created someone or something to be standing at the top of the stairwell in the tomb. So I don't know. I thought that was fun. I zoomed in on this because, what? In case y'all missed it, I wanted to make sure and point it out to you because I can't be the only one who sees this. This is creepy. This is going to give me nightmares. You're welcome.